Like any great musical symphony, you must have an overture. You must have the beginning that sets the stage for what's going to happen. Cooking is no different. My mama taught me with this pot. She said, Jack, she would tell me in Spanish, ven para acá. And I'd say, what, Mom? She'd ask me in Spanish, what am I cooking? And I said, I don't know. She says, I'm cooking love. So anyway, here we go. Let's wait and see if we get that sizzle. Oh, you hear that? There's some love going on right here. I have about 3/4 of a sweet onion here I chopped up. And just to be festive today, I decided I would go ahead and use different colored peppers today. Orange and red. So that's all gonna, let's just dump it all in. What do you think, huh? What do y'all say? And now that that's pretty much in there, on that side, let's go get a spoon. Have a spoon. Now what we're going to do is basically just saute this. And now that it's come, we're going to cook it on high for just a few minutes. And then we're going to turn it down to medium and let it kind of cook slowly. Because we don't want to brown it and we don't want to caramelize it. We just want to get it ready. Okay. That's doing pretty good now. Let's add just a little bit of seasoning at this point. We're going to be real simple. Simple. Salt would work. A little bit of salt. That's all we need. Can I get up here and get some pepper? Yeah. And pepper it is. Okay. I think we're doing good right now. Doing pretty good. Now, we're going to use garlic in here too, and tomato. So, now we're going to add a little tomato here. 1 can of petite chopped tomatoes. And this is all going to cook together. All going to come together. You notice I didn't overcook. Now we're going to just let this stuff saute together. Now we're going to add some bay leaves, folks. A few will do. And we will continue. Now, normally I would chop some garlic, but I'm kind of going to cheat today. And I'm going to use some of this. I'm going to use some of this. It's already cut up for you. And it's a beautiful thing. Let's add about, what do you think, guys? That look good? All right. Maybe a little more. Everybody likes garlic, right? Yeah. Now we're just going to continue to mix. I'm going to give this stuff an opportunity to do its thing. I'm not going to cover it. I want it to cook down. I want it to cook way down. All right. And just to give it a little bit of love, I think I will add maybe, oh, I don't know, a little bit of this to it. What do you think, guys? Yeah, just a little bit. We'll get to go the flavor and the way we want it to go, right? That's how you make this stuff. You always try to make it. Now, here's one of the secret spices I use. Cumin. We're going to add some later after we do the meat, but that'll be a different part. Okay? And later on we're going to add a little bit of accent as well, but not yet. So while this is doing its magic and cooking, and it's starting to smell really good in here, by the way. All right? We're going to put this aside, and we're going to let this cook. We're going to turn it down to medium-low, because I want to continue to cook, and we'll be right back. Well, okay, folks, now it's time to add the meat. Any lean ground beef will work. Doesn't matter. We're going to make this perhaps a little different because I like to cook my meat separately, then drain it, and then add it to my sofrito. I think we don't need the extra fat in our lives. Now, once again, you are cooking ground beef, so you need to season it correctly. So let's make it simple. Let's put some salt. Let's put some salt now and then pepper before. Ah, goofy. Forgive me, I'm Cuban. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to let that go ahead and do its thing for a second. And while it's doing its thing, I'm looking for more goodies that I could put in. And I'm thinking, perhaps, it would be a good little extra spice to kind of kick that up a little bit. And I said, well, let's put some garlic powder in there. What the heck, right? Everybody likes garlic powder on their ground beef. But I'm going to be doing some magic here in just a second. And we're just going to let this go ahead and do its thing. Alright? And when it browns up real good and cooks all the way through, or most of the way through, it can finish up in the other pot, but I'd like it to get ready to go. So we'll take a little break, and I'll be right back with this. Okay, folks, we're back. Now, I've got the meat all done, and I drained it. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add that. Hold on. I'll be right there. We're going to add that to our sofrito. All right, real slowly, just add it right on in there. Now we're just going to incorporate everything all together. This is all starting to come together with love. It's not picadillo yet, but it's working on it. Now, got all these nice veggies incorporated with the meat. Only salted it once. I haven't gone crazy with the salt. Always be careful with the salt. You can always add more salt, but you can't take it away. Okay, that looks pretty good, pretty combined. This right here are olives and capers. I don't chop the olives. I like them to be full size. I like them to be fun to eat when you're eating this meal. Some people chop them up, use pimento style. I like them like this. It gives it more of a Caribbean fricassee look, which is what you want. It's starting to come together, folks. It really is. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to add basically some water. Okay, folks. Now we're going to add some water to it. I want you to add a little bit of water at a time. Don't add a whole bunch. Okay? Just a little bit of water. Little bit at a time, folks. It's all about love. See? Take your time. Food's all about love, relaxation, family. You know what that's all about, right? Sure you do. Just about the time you see the water start to, on the top like this, make a little layer. Okay, you're where you want to be. Okay? Now I'm going to add the next component to give it a little richer flavor. I'm going to add basically a half a can, maybe more, of, excuse me, tomato paste. And now I'm going to add that in. This just gives it a little more sweetness, kind of gives you a little acidity, along with the salt and the savoriness. Okay? Now if you want to, you can add a little more water now. Let it all incorporate. Okay? Looking pretty good, huh? What do you think, folks? You think you might be able to eat this at home? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay? Yeah, I like that. we're going to add a little bit more tomato sauce. I mean tomato paste. That should be just about the right amount. And the rest of the water. Okay. Now I could add a lot more water right now, but it's going to cook. I'm going to cover it and simmer it for a while. But wait, I forgot about one more thing. The most important thing. Raisins. Raisins, you say? You say, Funkman, you going to put raisins in there? I say, yeah, I'm going to put raisins in there. Okay? It's just something I have to do, folks. Something once in a while you just have to do in life. You know how that goes, folks. You know those things in life you just got to do. So we're going to add a few raisins in here. I could say add raisins to taste, but I like raisins, so I may add as much as a half a bag. Okay, now we're going to mix it all together. Once again, we're trying to get it all incorporate nice. Real good, folks. All right. That's looking about right now. Ah, them raisins are happening. I can see the raisins. Now, I'm going to add a couple more things. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of accent, flavor enhancer. Just, it's my own way of doing things. I'm going to add a little bit of complete seasoning made by Vadia. This adds everything else that I haven't put in there. Once again, slow and easy wins the race, folks. Slow and easy. Now it's starting to incorporate nice. You want to get all those, make sure you get all that stuff that you added all mixed up together there. All right, we're talking about love. Good food here. I think we're looking good right there, folks. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this cover. This pot right here is like 70 years old. Right here. Don't you love it? We'll be right back. Let's see where we're at, folks. First, let's check out the rice. Oh, looking good. Let's try the frijoles. Oh, looking good, smelling good. But first, let's check out the picadillo. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good right there, folks. Picadillo. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making it, and unfortunately I had to stop it because I got busy and I had to tell you about something. I went down today, saw my pulmonologist, and we got some things scheduled, and I have one more test, just one more test, and that last test is a psychological exam. So I'm not quite sure how that one's going to work out. I am a musician after all. Yeah. I'm old enough to have experienced Woodstock and the music in Woodstock. And basically, you know, the 70s. It was pretty cool. Right after hippies came rock and roll, then came disco. That was a pretty cool time, I thought. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of picadillo, I wanted to let you guys know that was my favorite thing to cook in my mom's pot. I cook many things in that thing, and it's all about love. And music is like food to me. You put everything in everything, give it time, and let it mature, and you get the magic. Any questions? I love you guys. This is Funkman.